Speedway, a Buzz bike, a Denego. All kinds of goodies there. I know most of you'll be at the World 100 anyway, so you might as well get your tickets for the DTWC, right? $100,000 to win. Lucas Oil, $250,000 to win, a dirt late model record. $1.3 million, point fund and bonuses here in 2025. Amy Latham, Matt Altiers in that Warrior race car. Pace in the field here live on Flow Racing behind the race car engineering pace truck. All right, here we are, 4 wide. A salute to you, the fans, the greatest fans in all of auto racing. Dirt late model fans, everybody up on your feet. Here they are, the stars of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Dustin, can Brandon Shepard complete a $50,000 weekend, right?
That's good math. Good job.
It is.
That's good.
That's very good.
Very proud
math.
of you, James.
$82,000 feature purse the last 2 nights. Thanks to Charlie Best last night at Atomic. The Moran family here tonight. Oh, Amy, this has got to be some kind of thrill in that 2-seater ride. Look at this as they come out here. Oh my goodness, that's fun. We're having fun. That's what it's all about here with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Brandon Shepard, the reigning World of Outlaw Series champion, back in the Lucas Oil Series full-time this year. Jonathan Davenport looking for his 4th series title, equal Earl Pearson Jr. and Jimmy Owens. Donald McIntosh, first full year out on the road in the Lucas Oil Series, leading the Rookie of the Year standings, trying to get a win here tonight. Garrett Alberson, the heartbreak last night. He had a great run. There was a lot of, hard luck awards last night. Alberson was one of them, had a great run, trying to complete it. Remember, he had a good run here a year ago. He has led the most feature laps in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this year without a win. Shepard had led the second most laps. He got a win last night. We're going to see if we buzz this track a little bit.
Where's Scotty Peltz starting, James?
Scotty Peltz. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the state of Ohio, just incredible amount of talent that's come out of here. Of course, Donnie Moran, 4-time World 100 winner, 96 Dream winner. Won the first Eldora Million in 01. His son trying to win his first Lucas Oil Championship. He's finished runner-up the last 2 years in that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports 99. Well, in Dustin Jarrett will be reporting from the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. He'll talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium. Who will that be here tonight? Brandon Shepard trying to go back-to-back, trying to break that tie with Josh Richards. Jonathan Davenport trying to get one step closer to the late great Scott Bloomquist, who is the all-time winningest driver of the series with 94. Davenport has 88. He won the Dirt Late Model Dream here in Ohio back last month. He won the Firecracker 100. Trying to win here at Muskie. Brandon Shepard trying to go back-to-back in the Buckeye State at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. It's Brandon Shepard and Jonathan Davenport as we go green. Shepard on the bottom, down the back straightaway, the Valvoline. On side by side of the outside, the Durham Ford under the hood. Jonathan Davenport on the outside, they're side by side, lap number 1, and it's going to be B-Shep with the lead. Shepard, Davenport, Thornton, Alberson. O'Neill in the 4th, down 71. O'Neill on the outside of RTJ, down the back straightaway. In a side by side battle back there between McIntosh and Alberson. Brandon Shepard, Jonathan Davenport down the main straightaway, 2 in the books of 60. keep an eye also on the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger so far here. 2 laps in the books. Too early to call right now. Meanwhile, for the lead, Davenport is going to the bottom. Shepard up top. Brandon Shepard still leads in car number 1. Davenport second. O'Neill third. Thornton, Alberson, McIntosh, Wilson, Moran, Zarin, and Carson Ferguson runs 10th. Carson Ferguson trying to rebound. Several drivers trying to rebound from last night. Carson Ferguson led the first 3 laps, but did not finish the race. He had to pit under caution and did not return to the race. Meanwhile, side-by-side battle for lead down the back straightaway. It's still Shepard and Davenport going at it. 2 future National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famers. They've got a lot of career left to go as they head down the main straightaway. They're trying to get a Lucas Oil Championship. They're all eyes on tonight, and they are still side by side out at 2. 5 laps in the books. O'Neill remains in third in 71. He comes in tonight 4th in the championship points. Brandon Shepard looking good. So is JD down the main straightaway. 6 in the record books around this 3/8 mile oval. Davenport will get the run out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, plenty of racing room here tonight. Off at turn number 4, Shepard still with the lead. Last time it was 0.3 of a second. It's 0.234 now. They will pick up the tail of the fielder momentarily. Shepard up in front of JD. JD gets plenty of room left by Brandon Shepard into turn number 3. Off at turn 4. Good battle here. The crossover at the loop. And it's still Shepard. Half a car length into 1/8 complete here tonight. Now Davenport slides into the lead now. Down the back straightaway, Brandon Shepard led he led laps 40 through 50 last night. Out at turn number 4, Davenport to the top, and he's got the lead on lap number 9. Jonathan Davenport out in front. 2 different leaders in the first 9 laps. Now Shepard will try to stay contact with JD. Coming off a red-hot month of June, winning the Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora, winning the Firecracker at Lernerville as he tries to pull away in heavy traffic down the main straightaway. O'Neill is still 3rd. Alberson 4th. Thornton runs 5th. Dalton Wilson is 6th. McIntosh 7th. Moran 8th. Ferguson 9th. 10th runs Logan Zarin. Caution free so far with 50 to go. They're on the outside down the main straightaway. Shepard trying to stay right there. Shepard trying to get into that top 4 as they work out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's about 4 car lengths to lead for Shepard, or for Davenport rather. It's 0.5 of a second on the scoring monitor as they work lap 12 at Muskie. Off at turn 4. It's been a 2-car battle right now for the lead into 1, and we've got our first Coleman Farms Racing caution of the race. And I believe we will go back to lap 11. And Daniel Hilzebeck in the middle of the back straightaway, a flat tire in the 22 car. We'll check the scoring. It's the leader plus 3. Usually we got the leader plus 1, so we should go back to lap 11, but that's unofficial. So Dustin, Daniel Hilzebeck brings out the first caution of the race. It's been a 2-car battle so far between Shepard and Davenport.
Yeah, it has. Clay Harris going to make his way into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, as does Daniel Hilzebeck in the 22. Clay Harris, runner-up in last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year points. Chase Hilzebeck battling for that honor this year. Hilzebeck, a flat left rear tire on the Banning Chiropractic number 22. His crew was Johnny on the spot, James. They had a brand new left rear tire in the jack already down here waiting on him. They should be able to get that thing changed without any issues, and he will rejoin the field then at the tail.
And Clay Harris, he was an early contender. He was up to 12th, by the way, up 5 spots here in the first 11 laps. So that has gone awry as he has gone to the pit. So we'll see here under Rob Penrod's caution flag. It's Davenport Shepard. Shepard led the first 8 laps. Davenport's led since. Alberson is 3rd now as he's gotten around O'Neill. 5th is Thornton. 6th is Wilson. 7th McIntosh. 8th Moran. 9th Ferguson. 10th is Zarin. Hilzebeck and Harris were both 11th and 12th. So that'll move Hughes, Overton, Tripp, Gerald up. Tristan Vesterby, the crew chief on the 22 car, is He'll return home to the state of Iowa for a couple shows in the next few weeks with the Lucas Oil Series. Next Thursday night, come on out 34 Raceway. Yes, Dustin.
James, the 22 of Hilsebeck making his way back out. He came together with someone else on the racetrack and actually bent the rim or bent the wheel on the 22 of Hilsebeck. That's what cut down the left rear Hoosier on the 22 of Daniel Hilsebeck.
All right, Delaware double file restart. Davenport. Now Garrett Alberson. Remember, he was so strong here a year ago. As Shepard picks the bottom. Then it's O'Neill, Thornton, Wilson, McIntosh, Moran, Ferguson, Logan Zarin. Off of turn number 4, the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. Here comes Garrett Alberson up top at 58. Trying to make that top work. Out at turn 2. Here comes Thornton down the back straightaway. Half a car length Alberson into turn number 3. Hungry for his first series win of the year. He's led the most laps than anybody this year without a victory. He goes to second at 58. 12 in the books. Out at turn number 2. Shepard trying to stay there. Meanwhile, Thornton and O'Neill now do battle here. The top 5 into 3. Moran tries the bottom. Back here in the back, they're trying to go 3 wide. Meanwhile, JD still continues to lead in Muskie. Out at turn number 2. How about that battle for second? Garrett Alberson, Brandon Shepard, Ricky Thornton Jr., Hudson O'Neill. Moran is up to 6th. Wilson 7th. Ferguson 8th. McIntosh is 9th. Logan Zarin 10th of the 1Z. So a great restart for Garrett Alberson. They're 3 wide, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. On the track, Freddie Carpenter slid off the track in turn 4, Dustin Jarrett.
Yep, you got it, James. Yeah, Fast Freddy slipped out over the top of turns 3 and 4, and that's what brought out this latest Coleman Farms Racing caution.
Great restart for Garrett Alberson. He's now in second, so we'll have the choice of either the top or the bottom lane. 14 scored. So it'll be Davenport, Alberson, Shepard, Thornton, O'Neill, your top 5. 6th, Moran, 7th, Wilson, 8th, McIntosh, 9th, Ferguson, 10th is Zarin. As we'll take a peek here at the Hooker Trucking Hard Charger. Nathan Loney. Nathan Loney got in his winning the race to get in here a few weeks ago. The Freedom 60 qualifier. He's 17th right now in 10.
James, one thing to keep your eye on, the 58 of Garrett Alberson on that last restart swung way high coming off corner number 4. He actually backed up. He actually lost a spot or 2, but it really netted him a solid run down the front straightaway and into turns 1 and 2. So keep your eyes on that, number 1. Number 2, don't forget, James, this race pays $25,000 to win. That would be a career high payday for Garrett Alberson if he's able to find victory lane. He won $20,000 at Volusia back in January. That's currently his biggest career payday. He's going to try to one-up that here tonight with a $25,000 win.
And $10,000 for second as well. Jonathan Davenport. He won $150,000 last month in just 2 races with 2 wins there. Again at Eldora and then at Lernerville. He did not run last week anywhere, took the weekend off. And he's taking the points lead. And right now, he has the lead. Thornton is second in points. He runs 4th. Moran, who runs 6th, he's 3rd. O'Neill, who runs 5th, he's 4th. All right, here we come. The Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. The 49 car lead him in line. So far, only 2 cars out of the race. Shane Grieco and Clay Harris. We still have 23 left. Freddie Carpenter rejoined on the back. Meanwhile, battle for lead. Alberson through the middle. Shepard down a lane lower. Here comes O'Neill. A lower lane yet down the main straightaway. 15 complete. 49, 58, 170, 120 RT. Your top 5. Meanwhile, Alberson slips up a little bit. Shepard goes back to second. They dive into turn 3. Good, hard, clean racing. Out at turn 4. Look at Alberson through the middle. Good battle there. 2nd through 4th into 1. 16 complete. Davenport leads by 1 second. Meanwhile, they're trying to go 3 wide again for second down the back straightaway. Shepard, Alberson, and O'Neill. Garrett Alberson throws it in. Alpha turn 4. Oh man, that was close. 3 at the line. That was my dream finish. Like I've always predicted that's going to happen. And the Coleman Farms caution is out turn 4. Always wanted to see a 3-wide finish. That would have been a great finish there, but we still got a long way to go. But having fun here tonight. Good race so far. Davenport leads 17 complete. Dustin, you mentioned 3 distinct groups. Up top, Shepherd. Alberson through the middle. O'Neill a lane lower on the bottom.
Yeah, you were reading my mind, James. I'm not too sure that maybe Hudson O'Neill isn't the best car out there right now. Look, the 49 is obviously fast, right? He's incredibly fast. But behind him, that 71, man, really, really good on these restarts and really good on the inside of the track. It'll be interesting to see how the Delaware double file restart shakes out. If Alberson chooses the high lane again, that'll actually put the 71 of O'Neill on the outside. And who will start on his inside? The 99 of Devin Moran.
You know, Alberson looked like he was going to be a solid second, and Shepherd got around him. By the way, Moran is up to 5th. Thornton is 6th. Wilson 7th. McIntosh 8th. Ferguson 9th. Logan Zarin holding his own right there in 10th. All right, 17 down. 43 to go here tonight. So Jonathan Davenport took the lead back on lap 9 from Shepherd. In the last time around, it was 1.6 seconds. These guys are good. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Davenport, Alberson, Shepherd, O'Neill, Moran, Thornton. Wilson, McIntosh, Ferguson, Zarin. 11th is Overton. 12th is Trip Gerald. Then it's Hughes, Cosner, and Caden Black. Shout out to him up to 15th and 57. All right, 17 down, 43 to go for $25,000 at the Nutrient Solutions Restart Zone in turn number 4. The 3-time series champion, 88 times a winner in the Lucas Oil Series. He'll lead the line, Jonathan Davenport. Garrett Alberson, Shepherd go side by side. Alberson trying to get the second spot back, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. We've got 2 cars in turn 1. Corey Workman and Freddie Carpenter involved, so we did not get a lap in. Yeah, if this thing can stay green, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Well, we'll go back to last completed. Yeah, I know. It was lap 17, so we did not get a lap in, Dustin.
We need a PSG for your birthday.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Hey, Corey Workman, by the way, James, 2nd-generation driver. Fans here may remember his dad in the pit area, Mark Workman, who for several years ran a very similar-looking scheme on the side of his W1.
So 23 cars still left running. They're all on the lead lap. Shane Grieco will finish 25th. Clay Harris 24th. They're both out of the race. All right, we'll see what Alberson has. A heated battle. That's good racing right there. Alberson, Shepherd, O'Neill. All right, Garrett's going to pick. Well, we'll just wait and see here. He's going to look like he's going to choose the top. So it'll be the same lineup as we had the last lap when we took the green, except that Carpenter and Workman are going to be in the back. All right. And Dustin will talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium. Who will that be in Lucas Oil victory lane here tonight? Jonathan Davenport looking for a career win 89. It would be his 6th of the year. So Thornton, Moran, and Davenport, they've had a stranglehold this year. Thornton's got 9 wins. Both Moran and Davenport's won 5 times. O'Neill's won twice. Shepherd got his first one last night. See if Alberson getting his first one. At the Nutrient Solutions Restart Zone, we'll do it again off of turn 4 as we start lap 18. Oh man, look at this out at 2 down the back straightaway. Alberson and Shepherd go wheel to wheel into 3. Brandon Shepherd's going to throw it in off at turn 4. Battle there. O'Neill on the bottom. They're 3 wide at the line for second. Shepherd's got it. Alberson, O'Neill. Oh, baby. 18 complete down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Davenport off of 4. It was 1.1 the last time around. Alberson second. O'Neill trying to lane lower. Can't get her by. Alberson still second. Shepard, O'Neill, Moran fifth. Wilson is sixth. McIntosh, Ferguson, Thornton is back to ninth. 10th is Overton. That battle for second is unbelievably off at turn 4. O'Neill on the bottom. And Alberson's got it by half a car length. O'Neill to third. 20 complete. We're still got 40 to go. 49, 58, 71, 1, and 99. Behind them, Dalton Wilson trying to get her big perm out of fourth last night at a timing. Meanwhile, second spot off a turn 4, they're side by side. And it's still Alberson by half a car length. 21 complete. Meanwhile, Davenport's 2.4 seconds ahead, but he'll pick up the tail end of the field shortly. We still have, I believe, 23 of the 25 starters remaining in this race as we score lap 22. Davenport way up top there. You got to be careful over there. You can slip off that edge. Meanwhile, I believe that's Corey Workman out of the race in the W1. Meanwhile, the battle for second off of turn number 4. Garrett Alberson's got it by a car length over O'Neill. Shepard battle. And how about big perm? Dalton Wilson on the move now in 18D. He's going at it with Devin Moran down the back straightaway. How about that battle there? The second through 6th are all on the same straightaway. They battle off the turn 4 side by side at the line. It's still Alberson, O'Neill, Shepard, Wilson, Moran. By the way, Brandon Overton's up to 8th in 76. He was running third last night, had some issues, mechanical issues, did not finish the race. Meanwhile, we've got 25 complete here with a 49 of Jonathan Davenport. Second place out of turn number 2. Alberson will get the run. O'Neill has it right now in second. That last completed lap, O'Neill had the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, Davenport picks up the tail of the field, side by side still for second off of turn 4. And O'Neill maintains the spot. Alberson, Shepard, Moran, your top 5. It's 2.2 seconds for J.D. Alberson's not going to give up. Here they come up at turn number 4. A long extended green flag run here as we start lap 27. Davenport, O'Neill, Alberson, Shepard. 27 complete as we start lap 20. Down the back straightaway, Freddie Carpenter out of this one in the C4. Battle for second still is heated. Good race there between Garrett Alberson and Hudson O'Neill. 2 seconds last time around. They cut 0.2 of a second off. This time around it's down to 1.9. Another 1/10 of a second. 28 complete. Out at turn number 2, Garrett Alberson and Hudson O'Neill. They're going to go side by side down the back straightaway as we work lap 29 off at turn 4. The Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. It'll be $100 next time around. Right now, Davenport has the lead. He works around the 93 of Corey Lawler. Off the pace, the 156 of James Dennis out of the race. Davenport up top. O'Neill and Alberson. Now, Alberson's on the bottom. O'Neill up top. They're side by side at a turn number 4. And Garrett Alberson is... Man, they were dead even. In the one, the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out. Hayden Black at 57. At the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark, caution is out. Well, that'll clear out traffic. Yes, Dustin.
Yeah, tough break for Caden Black. James, he had worked his way up to 11th as well. He was just one spot out of a top 10. He's shutting the motor down. It looks like he may be done for the night. We'll try to get a word with him.
So Nathan Loney right now, the Hoker Trucking our charger up to 15th in 10. So 30 down, 30 to go. So Davenport leads at the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. That'll be $100. Hudson O'Neill second, Garrett Alberson. That is a spirited battle without a doubt. O'Neill and Alberson. Shepard is 4th, and it's Moran, Wilson, Ferguson. Over to McIntosh. Thornton is 10th in 20 RT. $30 down, 30 to go. So Davenport had a 2.4 second lead before the caution came out, Dustin.
Hey, real quick, James. Freddie Carpenter, fun meter pegged, said he wasn't going anywhere. Caden Black, car got too hot.
Carpenter will finish 22nd. Todd Brennan will finish 21st. Caden Black 20th. Off a turn 4, the new 2Next Solutions restart zone. Davenport will lead them into 1. O'Neill on that bottom, trying to find enough moisture down the back straightaway. Can somebody stay with Davenport? They've not been able to over the last 15 or so laps. O'Neill out of turn 4. It is still Davenport in charge right now. Brandon Shepard back to 3rd and 1. Brandon Shepard on that outside down the back straightaway. Dalton Wilson is 5th. Battle for 3rd into turn 3. As we double box it here on flow, Davenport still enjoying that top side right now to his advantage down the main straightaway. Shepard, Alberson, Wilson. Dalton Wilson 4th last out of that. James Ratliff 18D. Meanwhile, behind them, Devin Moran has fallen back to 9th. Thornton to 8th. McIntosh to 10th. How about Nathan Loney? Charges through the field right now. He is up to 11th and car number 10. 7/10 of a second now. Davenport starting to pull away a little bit. O'Neill 2nd, 3rd remains Shepard. Garrett Alberson 4th. Dalton Wilson is 5th. Off of turn 4, JD showing the way, looking for career win 89 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It's 1.3 seconds, and they are about a half a track behind the tail end of the field. So it'll be a while if this stays green that they'll pick that up. Off of turn number 4, Davenport looking for, again, a career-tying 4th series championship alongside Earl Pearson Jr. and Jimmy Owens. 1.3 seconds the advantage. Shepard is 3 seconds back in 3rd in the Rocket 1. Down the main straightaway. Jonathan Davenport, Hudson O'Neill, Brandon Shepard, Garrett Alberson, Dalton Wilson as they string out down the back straightaway into turn 3. Looking for his 6th series win of the year. Still a ways to go. 24 to go. Make it 23 to go this time around. Right now, Daniel Hilzebeck, I believe Corey Lawler, the last car in the lead lap in 93. Davenport out of turn 4. O'Neill trying to stay close enough. 22 laps to go. Now they're on the same straightaway at the tail end of the field. It's 1.5 seconds the advantage for 49 over 71. Meanwhile, the battle for 3rd. That is Brandon Shepard and Garrett Alberson. There's Carson Ferguson trying to make a move around Thornton. In car 20 RT does that. Carson Ferguson 6th. Thornton runs in 7th. If we scored 39 laps. 20 to go next time around. It's 1.2 seconds. Off at turn 4, Daniel Hilzebeck. Currently 2nd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase, running at 18th. In front of your leaders coming out of turn number 2. The lead is down another 1/10 of a second, 1.1. Corey Fosfed, the crew chief on 49. Jason Durham, the crew chief on 71. Right now, it's starting to get interesting as they come off at turn number 4. Shepard and Alberson battling back here. That's 3rd and 4th. We've got 41 complete for 49. Back to 1.2. As they battle the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, Alberson will get a run on Shepard down the back straightaway. They go to the side by side into turn 3. For 3rd place, Garrett Alberson at 58. Brandon Shepard. Garrett Alberson throws it in. And he makes it stick, and Garrett Alberson goes back to 3rd in 49. He's run, 58 rather. He's run as high as 2nd in this race. Jonathan Davenport, O'Neill, 1 second the advantage. It may be less than this. Is right. We got a battle for the lead into turn 1. 1 second the advantage for the 49. And O'Neill makes the move on the bottom. They're going to go side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. 42 in the books. 18 to go. If this stays green, who knows? Will we have a new leader at the line? We do. Hudson O'Neill takes the lead on lap 44. He worked and worked. Now he gets behind the car number 93 of Lawler and Davenport. As Hilzebeck trying to get a lap back as they come out at turn number 4. Hudson O'Neill showing the way at 71. 3 different leaders in this race. 15 to go. They battle heavy traffic down the back straightaway. O'Neill, Davenport, Garrett Alberson is 3rd. Brandon Shepard 4th. Dalton Wilson runs in 5th. They will have 14 laps to go this time around. Down the main straightaway. Into turn number 1. 14 to go for Hudson O'Neal for his third series win of the year. Davenport about back on the outside. You know Superman's not going to give up. And the deficit right now is about 4 car lengths into turn 3. Garrett Alberson and Brandon Shepard, they're about 3 to 4 seconds behind this battle for the lead into turn number 1 with 13 laps to go. Out at 2 down the back straight with a deficit right now about 2, making 3 car lengths into turn 3. It's 0.4 of a second. Davenport has been married to that top for most of the race. He's going to try to diamond off the corner and gain ground down the main straightaway with 12 to go. A dozen to go. O'Neal now behind the 156 car of James Dennis. Here comes Davenport on the outside. O'Neal getting around the 4 of Trip Gerald through the middle. O'Neal married to that bottom, and O'Neal makes quick work of 3 cars down the main straightaway. 11 to go. Now Davenport's going to have to battle 3 cars. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. O'Neal just keeping it glued to the bottom. Out at turn number 4. Down the main straightaway. 10 laps to go. Devin Moran running in 14th. Goes a lap down. Are you serious? The defending race winner, the driver that's third in the points on his home track, goes a lap down with 10 to go. O'Neal gets around Devin. Jonathan Davenport still second. Alberson third, Shepard fourth, Dalton Wilson fifth. And it's third. How about Nathan Loney? Nathan Loney 7th. 8th Ferguson, 9th McIntosh. Logan Zarin has been in the top 10 for most of this race. He runs in that spot right now as we have 8 laps remaining for car 71, Hudson O'Neal. Off at turn number 2, he's got some breathing room. Davenport is going to have to pedal hard down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson right now on the podium in third, but O'Neal's got clear sailing right now if this thing stays green into turn number 1. And it does not. It does not, and it's Carson Ferguson. The Coleman Farms Racing caution is out for the 8th place running Carson Ferguson. Well, Dustin Jarrett, that changes it right there. 8 laps to go. I did not say PSG, but Hudson O'Neal's going to be your race leader, Dustin, but there's 8 laps to go.
Yeah. James Flatt right rear on the 93 of Carson Ferguson. Devin Moran also making his way to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Devin Moran with damage on the right rear of the Roger Sellers number 99, but a flat left, right rear shoe for the Paylor Motorsports 93 is what brought out this Coleman Farms Racing caution.
How about a shout out to Nathan Loney? Gets in as the track provisional for winning the Freedom 60 race, Freedom 60 qualifier here a few weeks ago. Worked his way up to 7th right now in car 10, Dustin.
Yeah, great run for the Danville, Ohio driver. Meanwhile, the Paylor Motorsports crew's got a new right rear Hoosier. They are putting on that race car. The old one is laying here. A couple other crew members over here looking over the right rear that was flat, and while they're at it, they're going to put a new left rear tire on the 93 of Carson Ferguson as well, James.
Yeah. Brandon Shepard, he led to the first 8 laps of the race. Davenport led laps 9 through 44, and then O'Neal has led ever since, but far from over. He's got an all-time great right there in second spot.
Absolutely. James, new right rear tire going on Devin Moran's number 99 as well.
Yeah, he was running in 14th at the time. There's Carson Ferguson's tire. Carson was running in the top 10. Well, Garrett Alberson, Brandon Shepard, Dalton Wilson's been right in there. Wilson 4th last night. They're not out of it yet. Thornton is 6th, Loney 7th. 8th is McIntosh, 9th is Aaron, 10th is Overton. Green next time around. 52 complete, 8 to go. The Freedom 60 for $25,000. In Davenport looking for win 89 his career. Hudson O'Neal looking for win number 32 rather. His dad, Don O'Neal, the 5th all-time winningest driver in the series with 46 at the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. 8 laps to go in the Freedom 60 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We're back underway. O'Neill down low. Davenport's going to try to go down the back straightaway on that outside. Alberson third, Shepard fourth, fifth is Big Perm. Off of turn number 4, 2, 3 distinct lines. Off of turn 4 with 7 to go. Still anyone's race there in that top 5. O'Neill trying to pull away. Down the back straightaway. Davenport pedaling hard at 49. He's cut it down. He goes to the outside. The left 6 to go. Does he have a way around O'Neill? O'Neill off that turn number 4 with 6 to go. Shaping up to be a dandy finish. O'Neill, Davenport gets the run down the back straightaway. He'll cut it through a car length that looks for the bottom. Now he goes back to the top. 5 to go. Oh, man, they are on the gas. Hudson O'Neill and Jonathan Davenport. 5 to go to decide it into 1. O'Neill's going to slide up the track. He almost slipped off the track. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Jonathan Davenport. Third is Alberson. Alberson is about 10 car lengths back. Davenport trying to throw the slider. He throws it way up there. O'Neill with the crossover. And O'Neill has the lead still. 4 to go. They are going at it now. Last time up there in 2, O'Neill barely slipped off the track. Davenport threw the slider. O'Neill did the crossover. Now O'Neill goes to the top to protect that line off of turn 4, 3 to go. 71. 49, 58, 1 and 18D to settle it into 1. 3 laps to go, the left 2 to go next time around. Davenport, is a slider coming. Jonathan Davenport is 4 car lengths back into turn number 3. The left 2 to go. O'Neill trying to protect that top off at turn number 4. They have got 2 laps to go to decide for $25,000. Aaron Alberson right now third, Shepard fourth, Thornton is back to 5th. Down the back straightaway. Tell you what, it's coming. It's going to come here in 2 more laps. 2 to go. Coming up, white flag this time around. White flag for 71. This is it, Davenport. You know what's coming. 49 and 71 to settle it. Down the back straightaway. Davenport is going to try to get the run. O'Neill is going to try to hold him off. And they go to the top, turns 3 and 4, off of 4. And Hudson O'Neill is 1 in Muskingum County, gets the checkered flag. Jonathan Davenport finishes in 2nd. Garrett Alberson 3rd. 4th, Brandon Shepard. 5th, Ricky Thornton Jr. Dalton Wilson 6th. Shout out to Nathan Lodi 7th. 8th, Donald McIntosh. 9th, Brandon Overton, and a great run. One of the best career finishes, Logan Zarin 10th in R1Z. So unofficially, Carson Ferguson 11th, Cosner 12th, Ebert 13th, 14th Hughes, 15th Gerald, 16th James Dennis, 17th Moran, 18th Hilsebeck, 19th Lawler. All of those finished the race. Then Caden Black, Todd Brennan, Freddie Carpenter, Corey Workman, Clay Harris, Shane Grieco. We got a couple of more businesses to do. Got to go to the scales. In the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, it's a pound per lap. 60 laps. Normally, they got to weigh 2350. So they can weigh 2290 here tonight. A pound per lap burn off for the 60 lap A main. They got to check the droop. Well, for those that say I'm asking, I mean, you never know, right, Dustin? I mean, you never know what's going to happen. And Jonathan Davenport looked to be in control of this race. O'Neill chopped and chopped and chopped it in the lead and got around him and held him off there. A superb finish there here tonight. You knew Davenport, if he could get close enough, he did it once, with about 5 to go, threw it in there, but it couldn't quite stick, and O'Neill did the crossover. So again, Hudson O'Neill's going to be in the 2-seater with our 2-seater winner tonight, Jennifer Perkins, by the way. As you go to there, the Lucas Oil victory lane for the 32nd time in his career, the 3rd time this year. Davenport will maintain the points lead as he comes home in 2nd. Thornton was 5th, so he'll stretch that out a little bit heading to 34 Raceway on Thursday night. Three different leaders. O'Neill, by the way, started 6th in this race. So we'll have Dustin Jarrett talk to the top 3 here once they clear the UN08 scale. So again, unofficially, it's Hudson O'Neill, Jonathan Davenport, Garrett Alberson, Brandon Shepard, Ricky Thorne Jr. top 5. 6th, Dalton Wilson. 7th, Nathan Loney. 8th, Donald McIntosh. 9th, Brandon Overton. 10th, Logan Zarin. So your Hoker Trucking hard charger, no surprise. Danville, Ohio's Nathan Loney, 25th to 7th here tonight. His best career finish in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So we'll wait to clear tech down there and bring them back out. Fans, I hope you enjoyed the leaving. Don't forget we have the UMP modified feature and a gigantic fireworks display. Dustin, Jared, what about that one? 3 different leaders. The winner starts 6th here tonight.
Real quick as well, I was asked to remind the fans that at the end of the night, the pits will be open. So again, at the very end of the night, the pits will be open. If anyone wants to get down to the pits and say hello to their favorite driver, again, the pits will be open at the very end of the night upon the conclusion of the modified A main.
Yeah, great job by everybody involved, the Lucas Oil officials, Muskingum County. Great crowd here tonight, no doubt about it. Always here, and crowd never disappoints, and they saw a really good race with 3 different leaders in this race. And we're going to talk to the top 3 here once we make it official. Well, Dustin, River's on the track, so that means good. That's a good sign, right?
River's making his way out to give Dad a high five in victory lane. It'll be his 7th overall win of the season for Hudson O'Neal. And let's not forget, he won this race just 2 years ago as well, James, back in 2023.
And he pulls within 1 of that tie now between Josh Richards and Brandon Shepard all time in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series victory list. So the deficit at the end was 0.515 seconds. O'Neal over Davenport. In each and every Lucas Oil race, for those that can't make it to Iowa next weekend in Missouri, can watch it, of course, on Flow Racing.
I'll be in Iowa.
You'll be in Iowa. Oh, man, you need some frequent flyer miles to the Hawkeye State. We'll be there Thursday night, 34 Raceway. Come on out, support Brad and Jesse. And then we'll be at Lucas Oil Speedway, the diamond of the dirt tracks. If you've never been there, come on out. For you fans of the Show Me State, home of the Show Me 100. So Jason Durham, crew chief on the 71 car. And again, the crew, Kyle Daly, Riley Sheedy, on that Todd and Vicky Burns, car number 71.
Hey, don't forget 50-50. That will be drawn down here in Victory Lane as well. So if you bought one of those 50-50 tickets, we will have Hudson O'Neal draw that.
Well, the fresh roof hard luck. Yeah, we had several candidates last night. You got to give it up to Devin Moran, right? He was a pre-race favorite, ends up in 17. Slicker graphics, the race. I mean, there was a bunch of them, right? O'Neal, Davenport, Alberson, Shepard, and I think O'Neal, when he got the lead, he worked and worked on JD, and man, he threw that slider in there to JD. Looked like he was trying to make it stick, but O'Neal had the crossover. But Nathan Loney, congratulations to him, the Danville, Ohio driver, his best finish ever in a National Touring Series race for the car number 10. Again, we'll bring out the top 3 and interview him here on the main straightaway. Don't forget UMP Modified features next, and we'll have the gigantic fireworks display. Well, here comes your 3rd place finisher, Garrett Alberson in 58. Hats off to him, 2nd year in a row. He's put on a show here at Muskingum County. after that tough luck last night at Atomic.
Yeah, you were reading my mind, James. Yeah, tough luck at Atomic last night for Garrett Alberson, but a nice rebound here with a podium finish. As he rounds out the Big River Steel podium, we'll grab a word with him momentarily, and getting the top two back out on the racetrack. And how about it, ladies and gentlemen? He's cleared the UNOH Tech and Scale area. For his 7th overall win of 2025 in the SSI Motorsports Jason Durham wrenched number 71. He won this race 2 years ago, and he's back in Lucas Oil Victory Lane again here at the Muskingum County Speedway. Survives a slider from Davenport with less than 5 to go. We got a big crowd here. Give him a round of applause. Your winner, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill. A confetti, river, and a whole lot more down here in Victory Lane. And a mangled flag as well. You unfurl that thing. Hey, good job, man. Hud, first off, we'll talk about the slider with a few laps left, but first off, talk about working your way up through the field. It looked like the bottom was really good for you, and then when you took the lead, all the lap traffic was running to the bottom, and you had to adjust your line, it looked like.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just the advantage of not being out leading like Jonathan was. I was able to kind of try some lines there, and I found that bottom, and at first whenever I tried it, it didn't quite have the speed to drive all the way to the lead, but as that top slowed down, I just kept getting a little better, and this car was amazing. You know, hats off to Jason Durham and Kyle, Riley, Logan, everybody that's a part of this team, and they gave me an outstanding race car, made the right decisions on tires, all the things, and yeah, that was what helped me be able to roll that bottom, and I was really good getting into 3, being able to get out there and come back down the hill, and it was awesome. Everything played right tonight, and was able to drive up through there in the heat race and have a good starting spot was the main thing for us. But appreciate all the fans, appreciate the Moran family at Muskingum for giving us a great racetrack to race on, and appreciate everybody on this race car, Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding Company, Professional Concrete, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Big River Steel, Midwest Sheet Metal, Bill Stein Shocks, Westside Tractor Sales, USSSA, Subsurface of Indiana, Subsurface SSI Motorsports, and everybody back at the shop, and Todd and Vicki Burns, and everybody that makes this thing go around. It's Sunoco Race Fuels, and I know I'm missing a bunch, and hopefully we can start practicing a little bit more, be up here and win a few more of these things. But appreciate everybody that helps us out watching at home. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. And it's so special to win these races because they don't come very easy.
You had the lead, caution with 7 laps to go. That tightens the field up number 1, and then all of a sudden the 49 slides you. Did you have to get up on the wheel a little bit more? Did you have to adjust anything behind the wheel of the car?
Yeah, I took the lead in that bottom, and whenever we were going through lap traffic, I kind of used my stuff up pretty good, just trying to get through lap traffic, get out in front of them and slide them as quick as I could, and I think I just killed my tires a little bit, and that was the reason why I didn't take off very good back in that bottom. And I made about 2 laps down there, and I thought, man, I don't feel very good down here. Not as good as I did, prior to that. So I was like, I better move up and just try momentum. And as soon as I moved up here, he came sliding me. So no, it's so fun, man. It's fun to race with a guy like that, especially Jonathan, that's been so good this year. So anytime we can outrun him, it's a blessing.
What do you want to say to this massive crowd here tonight?
Man, this place is packed every time I come here. And you'd think we're in Ohio, as many Moran fans are here, but yeah, appreciate all you guys. Like I said, the Moran family, everybody. It's cool to have great racetracks and be able to race all over places.
How about it for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill. And Hud is going to draw out the winning 50-50 tickets. Savannah, how much?
$2,900.
$2,900. And Hud, now only 1 ticket, Hud. Hud just drew 8 tickets out. All right, the winning ticket, this is a turquoise colored ticket. And the winning number is 446300. 446-300. If you got it, take it to the main office, please. James, we are going to, here in just a second as I run into my cameraman, we're going to grab a word with second and third.
Color does matter here, turquoise. So get your money down there, $2,900. Well, Adam Martz and Dustin are going to come down here to talk to
All right, well, breaking news from the UNOH Tech and Scale area, ladies and gentlemen. Droop limiter breaks on the 49 of Jonathan Davenport, and that reshuffles the final running order. So the runner-up spot goes to Las Cruces, New Mexico's Garrett Alberson. Man, first off, what about this crowd here at this place?
Yeah, it's so awesome to see this Muskie crowd. Man, happy you guys are here.
Hey, and then your car. I felt like every time I looked out there in the racetrack, you were in a battle. You're battling for second, you're battling for third. Did that cause you to maybe use up more of your race car than what you wanted to?
It's certainly possible. I had like the littlest balance issue. Man, our car is really close. And I'm so proud of these guys. We've been working our butts off trying to get kind of a longer run program going, and I think we're really close. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure the battles probably hurt us a little bit, but HUD was really good. You know, just kind of worked over that bottom on me and done his job. And yeah, just happy to be here. I hate it for JD. You know, on a you know, maybe a mechanical failure or whatever it was there. That's kind of a tough deal, you know. But I guess it happens to all of us at some point.
All right, how about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Garrett Alberson will come home with a second place finish here this evening. And we'll grab a word here with the driver that rounds out the Big River Steel podium. Don grabbing a word with him as well. How about it for your third place finisher, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Shepard. Shep, much like Alberson, I feel like every time I looked out there on the racetrack, you were battling someone. You were high, you were low. Was there a place your car felt better, and did you feel like you were always battling as well?
I definitely felt like I was battling for sure there. I was kind of the same all the way across the track. I was just a little bit snug. You know, the track was super slick tonight, and it was awesome. I thought it put on a hell of a show for all these fans, so that's cool. And like I said, we were just a little bit snug tonight, but this new car's been phenomenal since we unloaded it. You know, to be disappointed with third or fourth or whatever we ended up there was, you know, definitely not where we wanted to be. But considering how inconsistent we've been the past, well, pretty much all year, we'll take it for sure. We had a pretty good car. We were just a little bit snug there for the feature, and it's you know, all thanks to my guys and Mark, Dan, Austin, Joel. Them guys do a phenomenal job. Tom Gerald's here. Got to thank him from Valvoline. All them guys, appreciate all them, all of our great sponsors, and all my family back home supporting us. Thanks to all the fans for coming out.
All right, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Rounding out your Big River Steel podium tonight out of New Berlin, Illinois, Brandon Shepard. James?
All right, thank you very much, Dustin. So coming up next, we will have the UMP Modified feature. So that will move Alberson to second, Shepard to third, Thornton to fourth, Wilson to fifth, Loney up another spot to sixth. He'll still be the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger. McIntosh seventh, eighth Overton, ninth Zarin, 10th will be Carson Ferguson. Still have the two-seater ride coming up here after this, apparently. And again, that'll be Jennifer Perkins will be right along with Hudson O'Neill. So your Big River Steel podium now. Yes, Dustin. So your Big River Steel podium down there. So So Garrett Alverson will come home in second, and Brandon Shepard third here tonight.
All right, race fans, $2 for pizza and sandwiches, $2 for pizza and sandwiches. So I'd hustle up and get over there. Looks like we're going to do the two-seater here in a moment.
Well, for those that I don't know how long. Well, we do have a race recap, by the way. About a minute for those at home watching that replay. Again, Brandon Shepard leads in this race here tonight. He leads the first 8 laps. Davenport leads lap 9 through 43. O'Neill leads the last 16 laps at 44 through 60. See the battle there starting in 6th. So again, at the scales, the droop limiter chain not tight on the car, and that's in the rule book. So he will be relegated to last place in the running order is Jonathan Davenport. See the battle there, 3 wide at the line. We did that like 2 or 3 times during the race. You see the battle there up front between Davenport and O'Neill. They get around the 93 of Corey Lauper and O'Neill. See Brandon Shepard in there as well. Really good race all the way through. Not a bump on this racetrack. As you see the move there with about 5 or 6 to go. Crossover by O'Neill, and he wins at the line by 0.5 seconds. All right, Donnie, let's see. We're going to do the two-seater ride. Again, Jennifer Perkins, yes. Hey, thanks to all the great crew at Flow Racing. Great job, great camera work. Our producer, Tiffany Swisher, on top of it. Again, will be Thursday night next week, 34 Raceway. Then Wheeling, Missouri, next Friday and Saturday. So we'll try to get the final modified off the track here so we can do the two-seater ride with your winner tonight, Hudson O'Neill.
Well, that'll be an experience.
Yeah.
James, I want to apologize to you in Flow Racing. It got a little loud up here in the tower. I got yelled at.
It happens. Hey,
Do apologize.
it happens. Hey, there's like 55 people up here. It seemed like, right?